Fitbit and Apple, those are two major smartwatch players in the game today, and in this video I'm going to be comparing two of those products, the Fitbit Sense and the Apple Watch SE. The Fitbit Sense has come down in price since its launch by $30, and it's only within $20 of the Apple Watch SE now. So you guys might be wondering, for similar pricing, which one should I buy? In this video I'll be going over the health features that both of them offer, the advantages of one over the other, the pricing, and even more. So stay tuned for a detailed comparison. And there's also a huge caveat that comes with the Fitbit Sense that I will be talking about later in this video, so stay tuned for that. But before we go on, take 1 second out of this video to subscribe down below. Every subscriber makes a huge difference for the channel, and it helps grow the channel a lot, so please subscribe. Let's talk about the health features of both of these smartwatches, and this is where the Fitbit Sense shines. It has an advanced sleep tracking system, a temperature sensor, oxygen sensor, ECG, and a stress tracking sensor. So that's a boatload of features that you will be getting on this Fitbit Sense, and a lot of them are not found on many other smartwatches. Stuff like stress tracking, oxygen, temperature, those are all brand new, and they can only be found on the Fitbit Sense, and that's what Fitbit's aiming to market to you on why you should buy their product. Let's start off with sleep tracking, and this is a feature where Fitbit Sense gives you detailed reports on how you slept, how you can sleep better, and it also gives you a sleep score, which I think is amazing. And it's a way to sum up your night and to kind of tell you how good you slept, and you can see how your sleep scores are moving as you practice those new methods, and you can see how your sleep is improving and how you're getting more deep sleep as well. Stress tracking works similarly. The Fitbit assesses you, and then it gives you a stress score to see how stressed you are, and you can see if you're pretty stressed or if you're pretty relaxed. And then it'll also give you tips on how to relieve stress, or if that does come in the future, it'll give you other tips, and also how your stress is moving around through the day as well. So when are you feeling more stressed? When you're feeling more relieved, it'll also tell you that. The ECG is a feature that you can actually find on many other smartwatches as well, like the Apple Watch Series 6, Galaxy Watch 3, and etc. And this checks for atrial fibrillation, which is an uneven heart rhythm. And that's a pretty cool feature, and it's life-saving. It saved many lives before on these smartwatches because it's a diagnosis, and they can go and check it out with their doctor, and then they can do a full diagnosis to see if you have it or not. And it's saved many lives previously. The oxygen and temperature sensors are also really good in the pandemic we're in right now, because high temperatures means a fever, which is a symptom of getting COVID-19, and oxygen tracking is also, if you have low oxygen levels, it's a good symptom of if you have COVID-19 or not. And those two are really good features in this pandemic, which is, I think, a reason why Fitbit added these, and they're really well appreciated. The Apple Watch SE, on the other hand, is very limited in these sorts of features. It does not have anything I just talked about, not even an ECG, which the Series 4, Series 5, and Series 6 have had, and that's a cost-saving move because it's a pretty expensive piece of technology to put in the smartwatch, and to keep the prices lower, Apple decided to take it out from the Apple Watch SE, and it's not located in it. One thing that it does have over the Fitbit Sense, though, is fall detection, and that's when if you take a hard fall, it alerts emergency contacts, and it gets you the help that you need, which is a good feature, especially if you have someone who's older and more prone to falling down. It's probably a good feature for them. But both of these smartwatches have the basic fitness features like steps, heart rate, distance, calories burned, etc., etc. You do not need to worry about those. It has all of those. And the Apple Watch Series 6 also has sleep tracking, but it's not nearly as close to as good as on the Fitbit Sense. Let's talk about the advantages of the Fitbit Sense. So why would you buy this over the Apple Watch SE? Well, it doesn't have many non-health feature advantages, but there's two main ones that I'll highlight in this video. The first one is its amazing battery life. I can go the whole working week without charging the device at all. It comes a full 6 days, and it's absolutely amazing in battery life compared to the 2 days you find on the Apple Watch SE, which is not even close to as good as on the Fitbit Sense. And it's good because you can take use of the sleep tracking and all these other features without needing to charge it lots of times, and it's really good. The charger is also really fast. But another feature is that it's a little more like a square design, if you're interested in that. That's just a small feature that I've noticed some people have liked. It looks a little bit wider and bulkier on your wrist compared to the Apple Watch SE, which is more rectangle, and it looks a little more sleek. But if you do like that wider design, this could be for you. The main selling point of the Fitbit Sense is the health features. It does not have many other features to go on by. It's the health features that Fitbit's trying to sell you on. Now let's talk about the advantages of the Apple Watch SE, and this is where it shines. It's got arguably the best design of any smartwatch ever to release. It's so sleek, so thin, and the rectangular design is absolutely amazing. It's pretty light as well, and it doesn't feel like a burden to wear on your wrist like some other smartwatches, like the Fitbit Sense, do feel like. And it's had the best design in any smartwatch, and the Apple Watch Series 4 update upon that and made it even better, and the same design on the Series 4 continues on the Apple Watch SE, and it's absolutely amazing. However, it's not the design that sells me with this smartwatch, it's the app functionality and how the apps kind of seamlessly integrate. The Fitbit Sense also has apps, but they're very limited because not a lot of developers have created apps for it. Whereas on the Apple Watch, you see random apps having an Apple Watch app as well on it, because it's pretty easy and it's accessible for developers to make apps on it. Just through Xcode, you can make an Apple Watch application yourself if you wanted to. Things like Robinhood, instead of going to my computer on my phone and then swiping through, logging in, I can just go on my Apple Watch, check it really quick, and go. I'm all good. And it's really nice to have those types of functionalities on your wrist, and that's a more smartwatch feature, which I would want Fitbit to kind of introduce on their Versa 3, on their Sense, and if they can get more and more apps, not just Spotify, to be on their Fitbit, it could be not more of a smartwatch and not just a fitness tracker. You can take calls, respond to texts from other like messaging systems like WhatsApp or Hangouts, and there's so many different things that you can do on the Apple Watch SE regarding notifications as well. There's also a cellular option, which you can leave your phone at home and go somewhere outside, and you can make or take calls from the Apple Watch itself without needing to connect to your iPhone. This will make you, you have to pay extra every single month. You have to talk to your carrier to buy that Apple Watch plan, like a watch cellular plan, but it's amazing that it even has this feature. And if some people go working out outside or like taking a run, riding their bike, and they don't want to carry their phone on them, you can get this sort of plan and you can get the cellular option. And if you really need to take a call in an emergency, the Apple Watch can do it for you itself, which is amazing. And you can't find these many smartwatch features on many smartwatches in general, and Fitbit already is lacking in them, but Apple excels in it. And there's some other companies that do it really well, but Apple is definitely number one on this list for making the smartwatch more of a smartwatch and kind of replacing many things that you do on your phone just on your watch, which is something that a lot of people like, including me. Let's talk about the pricing of both of these smartwatches, and this is where it gets this is where the caveat comes in for the Fitbit Sense. So I'll talk about the Fitbit first. It retails at $299. It's actually $30 cheaper than it first came out at $329. It's only $299 now. But the main thing is that if you want the enhanced sleep tracking, stress tracking, ECG, all of those features, you need to pay $10 a month for Fitbit Premium. And even though you get 6 months for free, let's say most people keep a smartwatch for like around 3, maybe 4 years, right? So you're going to be having to pay for this maybe 30 to 42 months, which is going to be $300 to $400 that you have to pay on top of already the $300 price tag of this Fitbit, which is outrageous because most other companies just give that feature with you when you buy the product. But that thing, you have to pay $10 every single month to get Fitbit Premium, which I feel like is outrageous. It's a little bit... It's not great that Fitbit does this, and I feel like for the next one, maybe the Sense 2, they've got to include this standard with their products, and they shouldn't add extra like every single month. And that's a huge caveat, because if you're going to keep this for a long time and you want those features, it's going to be $600-700 in the long run. On the Apple Watch SE side, it starts at $279, which is $20 less, but if you want the 44mm option, which is a bigger one, it's going to be $309 for you. There's not really a size difference in the Fitbit Sense. There's only one size fits all approach. They give you 2 sets of bands for the small and medium ones. But the Apple Watch SE, you have to buy the 40 or the 44. It's a $30 upgrade to buy the 44. But these are similarly the base prices are pretty similar. It's just that $10 a month caveat on the Fitbit Sense is what derails a lot of consumers from buying it, and it's a huge kind of drawback to it because nobody wants to spend another $300-400 over the lifetime of their device just to get those health features. They would like it for it to come with the Fitbit itself. What's my verdict regarding these smartwatches? Which one should you buy? Well, first of all, if you have an Android, the only option between these two is the Fitbit Sense, so you have to go with it. If you have a Samsung phone in particular, I would check out the Galaxy Watch lineup, including the Active 2, Active, Galaxy Watch 3, etc., etc. I have videos on my channel as well. You can go check those out. That's very good with Samsung devices, so you can go check those out. But if you have an iPhone, this is where the question comes in, because you can use both products. I feel like if you really want those health features, and that's like the main reason why you would even want a smartwatch, I guess it's worth paying for you, because that's why you want the smartwatch, and it's really useful for some people. They want to track their sleep, stress, etc. And I understand it. I'm a huge fan of those health features as well, and the only problem is you have to pay $10 a month, but if you're fine with paying that, the Fitbit Sense is the clear victor for you because you want those health features. However, for most other people, the Apple Watch SE is the clear pick. With iPhones, it works the best. You can get apps, notifications, alerts, text, smartwatch features, and it still has the basic fitness features. Like, you're not going to lose out on tracking steps with this. It can still do that. So it's not going to have all those cutting-edge health features, but it's going to have cutting-edge smartwatch features, and the updates, the processor, everything is going to be super fast. You're going to get many new updates as well. Stuff like walkie-talkie systems were updated with watchOS 5, I believe, and that's like a software update Apple does. Fitbit doesn't really do those big software upgrades with cool new features, but Apple does. So I feel like for most people, the Apple Watch SE is the better buy. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, take 1 second out of this video and out of your day to subscribe down below. Every subscriber makes a huge difference, but I'll see you guys in the next video. See you.